mo a mutimi hu ya mo ntimi anye hwe amfa on mo yina no mo nkama no and soon. All right, so this is ACF Radio and TV no Wasugusa Wuti. This is the Fast Lane Show. I gather all the stories, the one that I think and the one that are juicy and trendy, that I try to gist you with it also. And before I continue on, I'm asking that who is your travel and tour agent? And what do you need about your traveling? Do you need your document? Someone to assist you on your document, ticketing, bed sets, bookings, what have you? Anything about your traveling, don't look anywhere except ACF Travel and Tour. Omo baby bia ediamao. Come on. Aside that, we have a nice salon, a nice unisex salon. That is all by be utiama. Come on. I'm a well-looking guy. So we fire numbers no one our frame. Biana, yeah, bejo or swamanaye. Come on. All right, so presidential envoy for interfaith and also ecumenical directive and to filter prophecies. That is Eduji Tamaklo and also so the acting CEO of the National Petroleum Authority (NPA), Godwin Eduji Tamaklo, has addressed criticism surrounding the directive that all prophecies and spiritual insights must be delivered to the office of the presidential envoy for interfaith and also ecumenical relations. So speaking on all the way to just say the directive is not an attempt to gag, prophet, or limit prophecies. It's an avenue to filter such activities, he said. So the directive, which was shared by the Office of the Presidential Envoy for Interfaith and also Ecumenical Relations on August 10, 2025, said on behalf of the President and the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and the Office of the Presidential Envoy, I extend heartfelt appreciation to you and your various denominations for your unwavering spiritual support, intercessory prayers, and also sustained leadership in promoting peace, moral integrity, and also national unity. Your role in Ghana's spiritual and civic life remains indispensable. And he said, as part of the strengthening national coordination on spiritual matters, especially on these times of uncertainty and also complexity, we kindly encourage you to inform all prophets, men and women of God, under your oversight that any prophecy or spiritual insight of the national nature, especially those in the implications for high-profile political leaders, governance and national security, or publicly stability, and also should be formally relayed to the office of the presidential envoy for urgent review and also appropriate escalations. And this is this in the spirit of responsibility and discernment and also stewardship over the nation's destiny. So his remarks fall on the back of some viral prophecies and also tragic helicopter accidents on Wednesday, August 8th, on which claimed the lives of the Minister of Defense, Dr. Edward Omanebuama, and also on board were Minister of Environment, Science and Technology, Dr. Ibrahim Mutala, and also former Ashanti Regional Minister Samuel Sapon, Muniru Limuna, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator Samuel Boaji, and a former parliamentary candidate. And the crew members were Squadron Leader Peter Bafomi Anala, and also Flying Officer of the Manichum and Pedu, and Sergeant Ernest Ado Mensa Nti. So what prophecy bia or the bani ashushem or say and you say ye did tell me ye prophecies and I say men or women of God, but see ye who was some now walk can say if a high profile be one, not to say ya shame near stress and near walk can a bit my no because I say me see ye prophecies be brabba and uncle for say or when to me enya opportunity to deliver the message to whomever it was concerned. It's because of that. Yeah, come on to Moody, but come she be our besheno. Na say it's about political or something, and I say high profile person. Oba omube shishim no mashe say obe here kadie and I say bibi beboa ama enkosi dia enti na ota presidency so da asofofo ase so omode omo mpai bodada every time on my nechi no bibia be kama. All right, so moving on. Charlotte Osei calls for ethical media reporting following helicopter crash. So former chairperson of the election commission and a board member of Ghana Gas Limited Company, Charlotte Osei has called on Ghana Journalists Association to prioritize ethical reporting in the wake of recent tragic national events. So in the post on X, and or the way etuja, so she wrote and say organizing training sessions for media professionals and bloggers aimed at strengthening ethical standards in news coverage while ensuring respect for Ghana's cultural values. She noted that in some recent media coverage of the sensitive incident has been insensitive, stressing the need for more respectful approach. And she says that I implore the GJA to please organize training for media personnel and bloggers on ethical reporting that also respect our culture values. We need to be more sensitive, she stated. So her comments come in a wake of growing public backlash over how certain news outlets have handled the coverage of the recent military helicopter crash, and also which claim 8 lives, particularly in relation to bereaved families. And it's true. The other day I even made a video about it. How were you both feeling? Say such a thing. You know, I even made an example like some of us, we've lost our loved ones before, and we don't think there are some pictures that we could share on our WhatsApp status, neither on Facebook. So for me, I was so much concerned. Me share the way and call for a video now no more by that work back. Some will even give you viewer discretion. How could you like for how so baby bisa? You know, was so disheartening. Like was an uncalled for. It's and you know, one thing is to say the one doing the right thing on no show. Or make a question on the other way round, you know. So talking about that, me fun is so because na videos ni be any cry. Even the moment where near the almost good sack mobile na obi no they are better social media. Any kono. It is so kapa. It's like bloggers ni obi buintino obi sorry or so per blog because online money no I have fun so obi sorry or so a blogger they keep posting things I won't tears yet. But near money boy you have to dress it like for we be too sumpo blaring impo no more are too so keja. Oh, meanwhile these are high profiles that sebi almost if they were to be alive it would be hard for you to even get to them. So you respect them once they are no more also. It is yeah, Mommy Charlotte can say me funny so because don't even for pictures, all these kind of things. See, that's an ethic behind it. It's like they don't know what they are doing because a scene, you know, almost so yebi to a 5 video na no abe that to bang. No. Ghana month Kwewu Obomi holds a candlelight vigil for Dr. Omane Buama. So Kwewu Obomi Township and for a strong community spirit had candle night vigil on August 10th. Anna the late Dr. Omane Buama into Endra. Netese Kwewu Obomi holds a candle night vigil in honor of the late Defense Minister Dr. Omane Buama, a native of the town. The caption accompanying the post read, this visual, a touching display of unity and remembrance, drew hundreds of people from all walks of life and also each holding a flickering candle. that illuminated the night and also both light and sorrow. So the atmosphere was thick and also emotions as speakers recounted their memories of Dr. Omane Boama, vividly illustrating his contributions to both community and nation. So their account emphasized on the fact that his legacy extended far beyond his political achievements and also impacting countless individuals through his kindness, wisdom, and unwavering dedication to public service. And as the visual came to a close, the sense of collective griefs was tangible, yet there was also a shared feeling of hope. And the people of Kwewo Obome pledged to keep Dr. Boame's memory alive and also upholding the values he championed: service, integrity, and relentless pursuit of a better future. So this event served as a proof of the community's deep respect and also affection for him, a final heartfelt farewell to a man who will be dearly missed. Nti, may his soul continue to rest in peace. Into Kwewo Obome, Mwaya de pa said as mutu de siwo na mudi si pe in remembrance of Dr. Omane Boama Nyamishramo. Now, whatever you have lost, I pray, say, whomever that will come and take over will be touched. Don't also continue you pa Dr. Eja Hono Edi Emma Omoint Mwaya de say muhodi candle night in remembrance of him. This is something that just a history. Just say, all right. I tried to avert the tragedy, but government officials failed me. Owusu Bempa alleges. So when in some way a CA helicopter crash ni CA any near my baby, and there was a playbacker. Not just say Owusu Bempa editu just say. Or who said helicopter bear crashing and not go yes I know per what is alleged, because it seems say after a grad done in a case in there was a shift small as a na later or can't and so command the other opposition party into way busy. And uncle for Eddie Goonies to say now, and 1 hour can't see anything to see then. I say one to me and Bibia and found, and I say we win one now. It's way and all the two Jan or catching and sorry, my for say. Also, I talked to the Archbishop and told him I have been trying to call, but I hardly get anyone. Or say I called somebody for 3 months and informed him about a looming tragedy, but couldn't meet, as I wanted to discuss with him so that we can see his bosses and also find a way to deal with it. But he always had one excuse or the other to give me for 3 months and never showed up, he added. So according to Bempa, it will be entirely out of place for any person to sit and wonder whether the prophet did not see it coming, because he foresaw it and also did his best to avert it. But he did it not, or say, but he did not get the other actors to act accordingly. So he recounted that I told Archbishop to inform Opeying, that is Mahama, to avoid local flights or traveling by flights within the country. Otherwise, the news will be bad, and Archbishop is my witness. So following the tragedy and also they befell the entire nation on Wednesday, 2025, 6 August 2025, when a military helicopter crashed and killed all the 8 persons on board. Many have been asking why the prophet did not see and stop the tragedy from happening. So while some people have accused prophets of engaging in imagination and sorcery, others also raised questions about the genuineness of the prophecies they came out with. So according to Owusu Bempa, he foresaw it coming and made necessary contacts to avert it, but government officials he contacted did not show interest in his prophecy. So this is what he says. Say oye bibi fa ho nanso when nyampenfo anase nkrofo na ofre omo no omo ntimi ama na get to the right source obetimi ni omo akasa. And even after onya omo nso no de bia na omo to the sheda for the past 3 months into na any say ono nso onjai echidi into we ena ye papa owusu bempa enso de aba. All right, so ha aye ACF radio and TV and wasugu so awuti. And this is the fast lane shows and some are trendy edi kanediti and I menso mebo bosso edi amount now so wehum and air kosu ebi. All right, so Menchia South MP organizers free eye screening for thousands of residents. You know, you see in penny force ye sukra ye jai esham intim na see anu ye cross near ye forget it the entia ye to aba e de ma ye MPs say mon represent you on parliament no na ye say ye guso kai mo say mu adwuma say mo ye enti na say mo be ye aboa motimamufo ana the ordinary Ghanaian no monye emfa mo mamo mfa bronya ho nwe nkokọ se na esi nti mo be dijane ma to ama ne ma so akoye basa na oye ne kesien so akoba enti ewe na South Menchia South MP na wire adepa you know ye nipa de ye light ani ye ni nti so iti wi ase na wu ni ani ana chese ha adwen pa and ye hu say edu age bi ankrofo complain omani hwe ankwala ni bi kra na omo hihye glasses any ade nti thousands of residents in the Menchia South constituency have benefited from a free eye screening exercise organized by the member for the area. That is Nana Bafo Ewa in collaboration with team of eye specialists. So this event took place, that was August 10th, that was Sunday, and Jumedia were air course. So in addition, 70 individuals diagnosed with cataracts were booked for free surgery by specialist surgeons in the coming weeks. It's why the papa Nyamkofobi say and necessary a bomb basso. So why dear so after the eye screening no crown na new touch na so why book free surgery and so ediama omon. It will say, I want everyone in Menchia South to understand that health is wealth indeed, and without a good health, we cannot work, we cannot learn, and we cannot live fulfilling lives. And also, let us all make our health conditions a major priority, not an afterthought, the MP added. So I'll say, I have been struggling to see into way that just encrophobia or munso edi adansia na so no mu hu ade na fe omo ankasa omo MP etimi abo omo men ne omo ani kane etimi aso enti nurse yeda MP as you know this is humanitarian job near maybe for God and country odwen wo man ho na wadwen omo ho na nyame so ayeden adwen wo ho enti we appreciate say why bibi say e di amane timamufo. And also Ghana's mpox cases rise to 346 following the confirmation of 18 new cases. So I said no ye niema bi na de kai ye ho say niema wo na hihye ntomam ansa no ye ne we ABC. This is something we can never forget. As inhuman as anyone could be, you can't stand this. But in all, say your own India, you have to take care of other things too. So Ghana Health Service says that the national tally of mpox, that is monkeypox, cases recorded as of August 7, 2025, has reached 346 following the confirmation of 18 new cases of the disease. So, however, the country's death toll due to the disease remains at 1, as no new fatalities have been recorded in the latest update So the Ghana Health Service attributes the spread of monkeypox primarily to close physical contact with infected individuals. Symptoms include fever, skin rashes, and also swollen lymph nodes. So, to curb the spread, the public is advised to maintain good hygiene practice, including regular hand washing and also avoiding close contact with individuals exhibiting symptoms. So, the Ghana Health Service emphasizes on importance of seeking medical attention immediately if symptoms occur. The Ghana Health Service actively monitoring the situation, collaborating with regional health authorities to trace contacts, enhances public awareness, and also manage the outbreak effectively. 18. Now it's a monkeypox, and you say a raise and a costron into Mr. Or you see fever ne buana no hockey canone pompo bi rashes bits in one. Na Mr. One so acquire sabia no acquire say a b and a b and a pese embrana embedded a one video ma into soon na ye drain near my fufron and so on. Now we'll dream a poem within so at home because without health there's nothing that you can do. But one thing I hear we say you're not being sick and dying tragically like a year din prior until we pray that such will not happen again. So we'll crash a walk kwaba. When you're but one baby, yeah, because of na ABC. But once you are alive, let's take care of our health. MPP primaries, over 20 MPs contributed to Pekin's nomination form, Tema Central MP. So you know, say inside, your pet ye almost share obia betimi to Franca, Ediama, NPP, among your corny dia. Dr. Baumia and Nick Kennedy in Japan, and to say, afa baby a efru esa na ende if maybe Eddie has say into way and a member of parliament for Tema Central Charles Forson has disclosed that a member of the party's legislators contributed to pick flag bearership nomination for Kennedy Japan for upcoming 2026 presidential primaries. And according to him, Kennedy Japan has a lot of support from members of the majority caucus of parliament who are determined that he will become the party's presidential candidate for 2028 general elections. So Charles Forson, who made these remarks, and Nana Ultra said, we went for the forms quietly, we don't want to shake the base. We are more particular about post, and that is 31st January. How are we doing, and to merge the forces together with he can become flag bearer, and also the support is there. You never saw any MP following him the last time now, and also the numbers are gargantuan. The former MPs are gargantuan, and also we have the numbers, but I tell them that let's keep things on the low. Also, we just called a fraction of the number and only 20 of the number to contribute 5,000 for the forms, and we did. And he says that we go for caucus meetings and the number is huge, and he says that the contributions have surpassed the 100,000 Ghana cedi, he said. So the Tema Central legislator also stated that Ken is even surprised by the number of MPs supporting his flag bearership, but because he did not enjoy the same support while he was in the House as a representative for the Asen Asen Central constituency to weigh and or say Tema Central for MP Chemu say, so we share nkofo a tie Kenny chi a mutimi kofa form na even omu hwehwe mkra nipa 20 obi a 5,500 omu wie krampo no na 100,000 Ghana cedis no krampo no apa ho enti na che so manya kra e de abroso enti omu di na chi no omu mu odu pa enti o say MP ono kra Kennedy no kra ye no wanwa say tama na owo man shebedwa mu no krampo no na omumfa ohun se sankrofo no kra penasem na o decide yes or fa another journey so no and when we say na we mu na advocate mami ana or say it amazes the man himself. While he himself was there in parliament, he did not get that support. He noted in sa and abano no 80 years she dear. Ya wa ha se nyame boa 2026 new dra. Ochina ye de ntini ye de nyame boa e ka ho no. Ne ye behwe nea obetimi etu franka na so obetimi wini akensie no. Edi ama amanyokuo NPP New Patriotic Party eti abusuafo in the news sector nedika editia mekohwehweye in the world of news and media babe somo the Fast Lanes show. This is a show that comes to your way on Tuesdays and on Thursdays and amede somo mehwehwe nsaman ede ai fa Ghana ho na onso aye den wetie bi na de bi ato kotodwem enti make am for ACF travel and tour and amedia amount say up travel and tour papa dia enye ho na say odi wani akire because ho ye meji usike ndi ne nkase cobra na obeka enye de be ya amount. What you opt for is what you do for you. You will not opt for this and you will get otherwise. Here we don't do what I ordered versus what I got. Here we deliver vividly as what you requested. It is all bahana ni edi hun kitanwa. O fire numbers now friend ya. You know bekasa nani a opebi ansum. Yeah. Now we are shifting to the world of entertainment. Now, also in the world of entertainment, so ena Adrian maybe pensem mubi na media edia mau. You know, say Ghana, say you know, chair na see di adia for real, and ye de no edi kind na just say your best one. I didn't call US for bed swana. To na no a ye de tu mu kakra mu jan no enti anche na ye brain so a meka na asem later on so ya best one. Enti we na Shatawale should just solve Yoko the truth about the Lamborghini. DJ Slim argues. DJ Slim, media personality, DJ Slim has taken an aim to the musician. Alright, so media personality DJ Slim has taken aim at dancehall musician Shatawale, urging him to come clean and disclose to the public and the Iyoko the true ownership of the 2019 Lamborghini and also which was seized from his residence due to its connection to a fraud case. So DJ Slim comes after Iyoko on 5th August 2025 confirmed that the luxury vehicle had been taken from Shatawale's possession. Way and say Ombrana Ombeka. So according to Yokonum, the vehicle is linked to convicted Ghanaian American Nana Kwabena Amwa, who was said to have the involved in a multi-million-dollar romance scam and also business email compromise scheme in the United States. Investigators believe that the Lamborghini was purchased with proceeds from these crimes, and also the car was in Shatawale's possession at the time that the seizure. But DJ Slim questioned that the artist publicly claimed that he bought the vehicle from a third party. And to say, adena Shatawale umbana umbeka na wohon. So this is what he wrote. This is the words of DJ Slim. Say, I wonder what he seeks to achieve. This issue is very simple. We are running with a Shatawale narrative of I bought a stolen car or I bought a car from a third party. Just produce the third party and then you are good, you are clean, and you don't need to worry about anything. So he can't do that because he is caught between a hard place and a rock in team. or see, he still comes out telling the world that he bought a car whilst he knows perfectly that it's not the case. Or say it's an agreement between him and the owners of the dream car collection that they would come for the car. So it is not just yellow Lamborghini, and also the Escalade is also part of it. And the several cars you have seen in his music videos are part of it. Until this is what 2014 till now. So he added that it is rental. So definitely, if there is an event and they have people who are in need of a Lamborghini, they will definitely go for it and use it for work and then return it to Shatawale. It is a type of relationship they have, or a relationship that they have. All he needs is to tell the world and Yoko that this is it. So he can be freed, that the car will not be my own, but he's still telling the world that the car is his. And that is where the issue is. Meanwhile, before the X Space on August 8, 2025, Ghana Web Team reached out to Shatawale's camp and have him participate in discussion. However, after a brief conversation, his representative did not follow up on the invitation. Into DJ Slim said, Shatawale nkano krese kado. So and so, but is in collaboration a rental. Once I didn't per what DJ is saying, as I quite say, baby, I will do no can or can as work with you biama. Ain't I say on fan wada. Yes, but third party now talk no one so won't me but ain't it social media now or ratoning now. Don't forget it. No make the true side of the story. No muntimin no to be so yede and fan your ending. Kofi Boat risked spending 20 years in prison if found guilty. That is FBI document reveals. So following the extradition of Ghana business mogul Isaac Odro Boateng, popularly known as Kofi Boat, and his alleged involvement in a $100 million romance scam. Details of a report also indicate that the number of years he may spend in jail. So according to the documents circulating online, released by J. Clayton, the Attorney General Office of the Southern District of New York has charged the business mogul of 5 separate counts, and which include fraud, conspiracy, money laundering, and also receiving stolen money, and also other 2 charges. And now shall see the details of the document cited by Anna Omoche. So 1 count of wire fraud conspiracy, which carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison. Also 1 count of wire fraud, which carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison. No, so 1 count of money laundering conspiracy, which carries a maximum sentence of 20 years in prison. 1 count of conspiracy to receive stolen money, which carries a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison, and 1 count of receipt of stolen money, which carries a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison. It's read. So J. Clinton in other reports added that the maximum sentence will be determined by a certain judge. So the maximum potential sentences in this case are prescribed as Congress and also provided here for informational purposes only, as the sentencing of the defendants will be determined by a judge. It's added into way NHS Kofi Boat best one FBI for US best one about fraud cases bia not just so much shame and how much they say near maybe say any betimi spend 20 years was jail so much shame, and I said bibia ekoso no 20 years so betimi di prison na no be determined by nipa or betnasia or be judging asem no into background kakrani said in June 2025 the FBI announced its investigation to Kofi Boat's business enterprises and also decision to extradite him for an alleged $100 million romance scam, money laundering, and also other crimes. So, according to recent FBI reports, the suspects started defrauding their victims across the United States, including in the Southern District of New York from 2016 to sometime May in 2023. So the institution indicates that Kofi Boat, Pascal Van Borga, and their collaborators willfully and knowingly combined, conspired, and also confederated and agreed together with each other to commit the crime they have been accused of, including money laundering, wire fraud, and also receiving stolen money. 18 ene ya ma ya beswana ehun nsem ni bia beba ye kase san hwemu kra na obetime di 20 years he will prison by to be the term by the sitting judge. Nti mo sorry a mema ma bon fam nsa kwala youth amaba won fam nsa ye adwuma 36 years still vibrant but ye hwe ne ma o wa wow papa wa bo brasa kra no ahia be kwa kose no se wanye hwe sometimes but what can I say na ye all right it here twaso dia the sound quality of King Palute's Aseda is poor bituminous do hwa brati asemi a nani beje ho de bra ko hu se waka se nani beje de So Ghanaian sound engineer Kofi Boache Ansa, popularly known as Beatmenaz, has criticized the sound quality of Kempali's hit song Aseda. So according to Beatmenaz, the sound coming from Ghana's producers today cannot compete with the music being produced in other countries including South Africa, Cape Verde, Nigeria, and even stuff from Togo and Benin. So I'll say betraying his point when he used Kempalute's Aseda as an example. Hey, and you mean so yeah, they are trendy and I'll condemn me. And this is what he says. I'll say I think it's dropped, it's falling. Or so we can do better because even if you compare a lot of what we produce in Ghana to what we coming from South Africa, what is coming from Cape Verde, and what is coming from Nigeria, and even stuff from Togo and Benin, I don't think we can compete cynically. And I'll say I agree with what Kwame said about the song Lomo Lomo. The melodic and the lyrical cadence, the production sounds Nigerian. Also, it is a lovely song, and I love the song, but I did not have the Ghanaian experience. I happen to be anywhere in the world, and I am tapped into Afrobeat culture, and I hear that song. And so I will never think that song. I will never link that song to Ghana. Quality of Aseda is poor, and it is what it is. It is a good song. It is very catchy song. It is a lovely song. I'll say it is a commercial, but it was a successful by the sound quality. Just say medinina beya si do say sound quality no very poor, or even though na nyuma de nyuma ton Ghana nyuma ko globally, but sound na enkoye na enyenyenye se nti we na just say sound engineer e dia tuja na bra hu dia we sure. All right, Kwame Yeboah denies ever sacking Sarkodie from his studio. You know, say Obia be popular. Everybody loves to share their story. They want to share their story to motivate others. They want to say it's not just say Obia so atibi. Into way and na Kofi Kwame Yeboah Ebechremu said there was no day of Pamon. Sarkodie a free in the studio, and also for years. Rumors in the entertainment industry have asserted that The instrumentalist and also music producer Kwame Yeboah once sacked rapper Sarkodie from his musician studio over lack of discipline. However, according to Kwame Yeboah, that story is far from the truth. So he explained that the rumors likely started because the individual present in the studio at the time were asked to leave, and Sarkodie happened to be among them. And this is what he says: I never sacked him. I never sacked him. Actually, it's a different people that have experienced that. But because Sarkodie was around at the same time, so it makes it like yeah. And so when asked if he had ever sacked anyone from his studio, Kwame admitted that it had happened a lot of times, particularly when musicians fail to prepare for their sessions. I'll say a lot of times, I'm not gonna mention them, but the thing is, a lot of people come to the studio, and let's say we have a rehearsal tomorrow, and he said, I'll give you a piece of music today to learn, and you come tomorrow and you come and say, I'm coming to learn the music in the studio. I'm like, you did not learn the music. No. Well, then go back home. Simple as that. I see you had a song with you. Yeah, you didn't do anything to the song. Then you come all the way here to sit in front of me, for me to sit down and look at you, spend another 6 hours learning the song. What am I gonna do with those 6 hours? He said. It's an enokran said. No credit, no pamuncophobia. Now, Sarkodie any quiet to say at that moment or pamuncophone. Now, Sarkodie any one, quiet is all free, but not particularly him. So, no, but open a catching so PN free in studio. Now, story na idea better, but in yes, sir, and a sem no etie. Na idea or pamuncropho free in studio because untimember it's nothing. Our more ideas is none in him now was some baby swing at the end of their line. He is not going to tolerate that. So it's either you go home to learn the story or the song, then you come back. Now I'll be and I'll be performing, or you come and record. All right. Avoid intake of red. It's harmful. Or comfort. They want the youth. And it said, then yes, so if you pass it back at some children wait here. So and I said, na penny to wa will be one walk loud sorry a womb. Where Proverbs I can see, what an elderly can see while sitting down. Even when you stand up, you that. So after battling mental illness for several years, Ghanaian hip live musician Comfort Kwade has reappeared in the media space, for this time looking stable and composed. In an interview, he explained that red pill is highly addictive and offers no benefit to the individual, adding that he has experimented with other stimulants in the past which had negative impact on his health. Or say, I will admonish the youth to engage in activities that will benefit them. Doctors have spoken against the intake of red because if you take it, you can die from it. See, we have been in the system for some time now, and there is nothing that I haven't done. See, there is no more strength greater than the one you have, the red trauma substances. So according to him, that's what he said, I know drugs are plenty in the system, but the common one right now is the 225 or red. The foreign influence is also part, because most of these musicians are trying to copy them blindly, and these days the whole thing has become like a fashion, and they should note that they can't smoke forever because it is not helpful, he added. Meanwhile, Kwade is currently staging a campaign against the use of red in tea. At least we are getting something positive from Kwade's side, because we know Kwade say in the 90s coming, na oyo bi a na wa bobo ye nwom pa ye betu bi ye ne yesusua nso ye tie bi ne ye de tie bi ne ade nso ebedu bebi no na esi ye hu kwa ade ebi mu sese bi wanya adwem how ebi mu sese ni say a whole lot of controversies even recent one crampo na is about who is taking care or him how we just stepped in a whole lot of people like almost together. So mobile poa and tonight it's a one or two na kwaya family any in some kitty be into a tekoye into say and our quad surface social media looking all healthy, looking all good, looking all nice, and all chill say 225 and yard pa red tramadol all the opioids and yard pa into munjai and two ube shia kusida bang ube boja kusida bang nti ono ena all kan nti say youth yes yet near the way to your good to dream near the ball bra because at the end of the day enkoye o hwe kwa say we yamuniema ema no so abeye abusu abede abusua so amana ye hu nti kwa den since I also stage to campaign about mental health and also the use against hard drugs, we pray. So I've seen Funny Face also about to embark on a SHS tour, school tour, and so or the babe bibisa. So we pray say nyamebe buana bibia be kama amamo. Alright, it's a for her and ansema me kwahwehwe yin na medi besi e fast lane show eso enti na me hwehwe free one say you share for me and also you like and you comment na me sure wa follow your page and so e dey amaye enti we know say Ghana store na no ye wo ya mo banya me pe enanim eneye. Alright, enti na me san kan for ACF travel and tour e dey amount about all your traveling issues, ticketing, bed sets, bookings, what have you, vacation, baby, I person when you be I hear about traveling, be a fire number, no, now only ending kita, whatever you tell us, that's what we deliver to you. Near ABB, kama Eddie amount. My name is Ohima Trudy, and thank you for staying throughout with me to this time. God willing, Thursday we'll come again with other stories that will be trended. May the mercy greetings from Accra, Ghana to you. Any baby will be a Medamuina Asim.